Mhm.
Oh, how are you doing, King?
Oh God, like every time you go to do this interview, some little technical thing happens, and I'm an IT person, so I'm like, why does this always happen? So,
You just
my laptop was needed to do updates, so I couldn't. It's one of those things.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything happens in that order for a reason. Let me just give you an intro because we are trying to keep it real up in here today. I'm like, what are we? I don't even know how many hours in we are, but we started midnight.
Yeah, you're about what 18 hours now.
God have mercy. But I'm feeling really good. And ladies and gents, my fine people, you know I'm Tasha, owner, founder of Black Wall Street, London. Today we are doing a 24-hour collaboration. You know who with Black Business Recommendation and Rudy Liquid, comedian, public speaker. It's been amazing. And why are we here today? We are literally lending out platforms to collaborate and shine a light on over 100 Black-owned businesses. It's that simple. Trying to keep it real. This is Neville Anthony of Ultravision TV. This is a weird one, isn't it? Because we bumped heads recently. It was on referral of Antigua, one of the Rudy Liquid Rants and Bants crew. Cool. And she just reached out and she says, hey, Tash, Neville wants to bump heads. Don't need to go into it. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. And here we are. So we're just talking about connecting the dots and how we do that, and talking about collaboration. So we're trying to practice what we preach. It doesn't have to have monetary value. It can just be exactly what we're doing now. But lo and behold, Pete, it ended up that Neville is the founder of, co-founder or founder?
Founder.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Vision TV. This is big things. Excuse my French again. Because I don't know exactly how it goes, I'm just going to give you spotlight and I'm going to sit back and enjoy what you have to tell us. Spread love. Tell people what you're doing. And then let's have a call to action because we all need help here. Collab.
Oh, wow. It's like I've heard this story, heard myself say this story so many times. The long and short of it is 4 years ago, I was working for a well-known blue chip company. So my actual career is IT. I've been in IT for 30 years. And I was working around the country installing the new computer systems, both hardware and software. We'd finished early, got back to the hotel. Team had done well. I was team leader. So I said, listen, we'll meet up later. And I remember it was in 2016 because the football was on and I'm a football person. So I said, listen, after dinner, we'll watch the football. But we literally got back to the hotel about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, had some time to kill, contacted my partner at the time, went downstairs to the bar, and I thought, you know what, there's no one down there. Let me go to my room. Let's just chill out. Let me go and watch some TV. And I was literally scrolling channels, doing this. You know what you do, you get the channel, I didn't, there was... I'm a bit old school, so I like to. Back in the day, my dad used to get the radio times and stuff like that. So it would be good to work, but technology. So I didn't even go online. I thought, no, there must be something. So I just clicked, and I did this for about 2+ hours, just continually up and down. And this was terrestrial channels and Freeview channels. And I say this, with real kind of disappointment. There was nothing that was on TV that was relevant to me as a Black British person. Yeah, I've lived in this country all my life. I've traveled. My parents are from the Caribbean. I've traveled to Europe. That's one thing I must really be thankful for. My mum was like, you must understand the world, this is just one place. So, but there was nothing relevant, and I was like, no, this is ridiculous. And literally it happened again. Literally I think it was the next night. In my other guises, as other people know me, I've been in events and community stuff. So I reached out to a business gentleman, Joe Spalberg, who's my mentor, at the moment. I said, Joe, what's going on? There's no black media here. There's no TV here. This is, ridiculous. Why is this? And he said, well, this is the problem I had. He was trying to promote Caribbean channels over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a real rough time because really and truly, if you take a step back, the most powerful thing we've had in the last 20 years is Choice FM.
There was a conversation on that earlier and how we let it go.
It's not as easy as that. And I can, we'll come back to that. But, that's the most powerful tool we've had. And from that, we've not elevated or we've not grown. Yeah. Especially with the technology, the amount of people. We all want the same thing. We want a platform. We want a media where we can be heard, where we can be seen. The average person, is bringing out a book. They haven't got thousands and thousands of pounds to go to ITV.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Your project, my project, there needs to be more. So the long and short of it, tongue in cheek, Joe said to me, what are you going to do about it? And I said, what do you mean? I said, I don't know nothing about TV. I said, you've been talking about doing a party. I can get to DJing and music and I can get that sorted. Yeah. But he said, no, I've worked with you. You've got your wits about you. You've got connections. He said, think about it. And that was on the weekend. And I kid you not, I couldn't shake it off my mind. It was, he's talking about, earlier with Leona and stuff. And, when somebody just implants something, was that somebody's sent a message? Sorry. When somebody's planted something in your mind and it just manifested, I couldn't shake it on the Monday. And I was like, well, I'm doing what I always said I would never do. I would, my mum always said, investigate something first. So my mum's a realist. My mum is the ruler of the house. Yeah, my dad's the king, but we know that the mum is the ruler of the house. It's quite funny. So, but my mum's an accountant, so she's very clinical. She said numbers don't lie, blah blah blah. If it's this, it's this. And when even when things would happen in the house, she's like, break it down. Why did this happen? Da, 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 da. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. That was in June 2016. I went away, did some research now, seeing how many black people in the last census, finding out we're only like 1% of the whole country. I'm thinking, wow, there's 70 odd million people in the UK. We're only 1%. That just shows you how this London bubble that we're really in is a bubble. And, but still, it's not that I'm looking to do it for millions and millions. I was like, well, platform for my people, for my peers, for my kids, my children, my legacy. What are they gonna have? After doing all that research and everything, I said, right, my team started getting into it and momentum started building. And I said, with all the stuff that I've done, I do graphic and web design. I'm very multi-talented in that way. I always, want to learn. I'm eager to learn and teach myself. I went away. My dad's a cricket fan and always take me to cricket. And I remember I went to see a cricket match, and then the West Indies had their kit on. It was this nice purple, and I was like, yeah, okay. Let me. I'm thinking purple. It's not too sleazy. It's not too sexy. And then blah blah blah. And I went away, and I was like, okay. In my head, I could see a purple eye. I don't know why, but it was like a purple eye. So for vision. And I just went through this process and I was designing and chipping away. And then when I did the design and I looked at it, I was like, no, that looks a bit scary. And I looking back at you, it's so funny because
yeah,
like the night I did it, I was like, yes, I've done it. When I came back in the morning, I was like, oh my God. What's that? So, but then I chipped away, blah, 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 and I came up with a slightly different version from the logo that we got now. I contacted Joe 3 months. I said, right, I've got Ultravision.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, what were you talking about? I said, right, you said to me, go away. I said, I've done my research. This is how many people in the UK.
Mm.
At the moment, we've only got this channel and that channel, and no disrespect, they're African channels. They're not Caribbean or Afro-Caribbean channels.
Right.
You know, which is important. It's a slightly different culture. It's a different culture. We know this.
Mm.
Even though that's where believe that that's our heritage, yes. But still. And he was like, oh, wow, you're serious? I said, yeah, I'm serious. I said, you put it in my mind, and you know what...
you know what I'm capable of?
Yeah, you know what I'm capable of, and I put my mind to it. He said, okay, well, yeah, show me the logo and whatever have you got. I said, yeah, here's the logo. Here's the business plan. You see, on business, I said, listen, if I'm gonna do this, I've got to make sure that I do this properly to the best of my ability, because this is a next level thing. This is not like, as I said, everybody that knows me, I love a party. I love to celebrate and whatever, and I can put those things on within 5 seconds. You know what I mean? If you said to me, Neville, I've got a venue, I'll be like, right, who do you need? Where do you need? Do you know what I mean? I'll kid it out. But I said, this is next level stuff. So he was like, okay, let's sit down, and we went through it, and he said, okay, yeah, blah blah blah. He goes, all right, cool. So I goes, okay, so you know, how do we get it onto the YouTube and Facebook? He said, no. I said, what do you mean? He said, if you're going to do this, you have to have it on your own platform.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Lord Jesus. I said, Joe, you're killing me here, man. Like, I said, I ain't got that kind of money yet. You know what I mean? He said, remember, yeah, technology's changed. He said, you know, you have to look at the bigger organizations, the bigger TV studios. Yeah, they're all looking to downsize because they don't need as much as what they've done. They're in a process, you know. And the thing is, he himself is a TV executive. Just to kind of show you this guy's kudos, he brokered a deal between Digicel and the Premier League to get the Premier League football shown in the Caribbean. He's part of that type. So he's, you know, he knows people. He's really well connected. So I'm saying, well, what do you? He said, well, you got to look at getting your own platform, get your own app, get your own this. I said, Jesus, I'm like this. I'm on the phone. I'm like, this guy's killing me. Like, you know, I'm picking up 3/4 there. And it has been an absolute journey. So again, in doing all this, I don't know if Errol is Errol tried to join.
I saw Errol, but he was blank screen. I'm going to try and bring him in. I don't know.
He's in the back room. Yeah. So what the funny thing is, I had been so focused on doing this, I hadn't realized that I'd been working on this for like a year and a bit, and I hadn't told anybody. I hadn't told my parents. I was just so focused on, right, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And I must have met up with Errol. Here he is. That's the real boss. Yeah, that's the one.
Hi, King.
Can't hear you. So yeah, whilst he was there. So I must have talked to Errol like the following year after talking to Joe. It must have been like mid 2017. And I said, you know, he was like, oh, what's happening? And da, da, da. So I said, yeah, you know, like the Ultravision thing I'm working on, you know, just very blasé. And he went, Ultravision? What are you talking about? Like, I said, Ultravision. I told you, the TV thing I've been telling you. I said, Nev, you're losing it. You have not told me anything. I said, really? And it dawned on me. I really hadn't, because I was so focused on getting it done and getting it right.
Yeah.
And I'd been working, I hadn't told a soul. You know, only my partner at the time knew. And I was like, oh, wow, you know what? boss, I'm really sorry. He goes, well, what is it then? You know, because you told me, what is it? So we had a chat, and he said, yeah, sounds interesting. Better than the other crap that we normally talk about. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I said, no, but let's meet up. Let's have a chat. And then I also talked to another gentleman at the time who was involved, one of the original crew. And we all met up at Costa's in South Woodford.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm originally from East London. My parents live in East London. Even.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Okay. Great stuff. Sorry. Carry on. You were doing a great job.
So
He didn't need me.
I could have done it without him. So yeah, we met up at the Costas, and literally within 15, 20 minutes, we were all literally saying the same thing. It was like, yeah, this is needed. Blah blah blah. But we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't. We thought we knew, and was like, right, what's the best thing? Like, okay, we need to get this, we need to do that, and And again, it's like we get to certain crossroads. I can always look back, and whether people want to say it's luck, whether you want to say it's fate, whether you want to say it's God, something happens for us.
Yeah.
And it just takes us to the next step and takes us to the next
finish line.
So after we had that meeting, Errol and the other gentleman, I won't mention his name because we haven't really spoken about it since, because he's no longer with the organization. He left. We were like, okay, we're going to do this, and this. I had a family reunion in 2017, and this gentleman walked through the door, and I'm like, I know this guy. Where do I know this guy from? I'm like, I know him. So it was Ivor Etienne, who used to run Choice FM. He used to be the managing director of Choice FM. And I said, you're Ivor, right? You know, like a little bit of awe, like, because you know I've heard about his reputation. I've worked with numerous of his DJs, and
I know Ivor as well.
Yeah. So he said, yeah. I said, listen, this is a family event. I understand. But I've got something that I feel that you'll be interested in. Can I take your details and send you something? He said, yeah, sure, no problem. It was cool. I said, yeah. No. And I didn't bother him for the rest of the day. Literally, it was just, like, I didn't want to be like, oh, yeah, it's this and and this, I was like, no, I said to him, it's family. I'm going to stick by my word and circulate it. That was in July. I sent him the documentation on the Monday in July. Hear nothing for 2 months. Then I get a call in September saying, hey, Neville, it's Ivor. I said, oh, hi, how you doing? He's like, yeah, great. He said, listen, I just want to get to the point. And if you know Ivor, that's how he is. He does not mince his words. He said, I've read what you've sent, and I think you've got something here. He goes, I want to meet you and have a conversation. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit shocked. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, no problem. So he set the date, and I'm like, wow, if someone like Ivor's saying that there's something here,
there's got to be something here.
There's got to be, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, so this now really starts to get the wind in my sails. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, yeah, this is da. So I jump on the phone, like, Errol, blah blah blah. Ivor's, yeah, we got to talk. We got to meet. So Errol's like, okay, Errol, this gentleman is the most nicest person you'll ever meet. He's the most calmest, placidest person you'll ever meet. If you rub up Errol, you've done something really wrong. Do you understand? You know what I mean? And he was like, all right, you go and meet him and then let us know. So I had the conversation. and Ivor was on board by the time we finished, thrashed out a deal, and I said, well, you need to meet the other guys. And that was an interesting conversation in itself. So at the moment, Ivor's running another radio station at the moment in West London. So we met at his office. And the first, I just remember he came out with this statement. He was like, he goes, I don't know you, Errol, and I don't know the gentleman. He goes, I don't know Neville either. But this project I believe in. And he goes, if it gets the way I want, he goes, I'll be buying one of you or all of you out. And I was like, what? I was like, where's this coming from? Do you know what I mean? It was like, wow. So that kind of statement, you know, me and Errol looked at each other because we've done business before. I was like, okay. The other gentleman, I've known him for a few years, and I don't think he actually took too kind to that. And then I think that's in the end why he left anyway.
Okay.
But then it just grew from there. With Ivor, we then started taking on presenters. We took on presenters from around the country. In a presenter search, we got presenters from Sheffield, Manchester, Birmingham, High Wycombe, as well as London. We started growing, and we started, you're right, we're going to do this and do that. And it's just grown and grown and grown and grown and grown until the point where we made connection with an app developer, which was literally the final stage now. So we're like, okay, we're going to do the content thing. We're going to build our own content as well as accumulate content and work with other people. You know, again, I built up my skill set. I got into video editing, so we learned how to do stuff like that. Obviously, with my graphic design, I did a lot of the visuals for the channel. And then long and short, throughout a long journey, painstaking, people give up a lot of their time. We invested a lot of money. We ended up with an app with these developers. I can't really say their names at the moment because it's gonna probably go to a legal thing. But it's a load of rubbish.
It was poor.
That's yeah. Let's just. I'll let Errol talk about it now. In that bit, is it?
Go on, Errol.
Oh, you got mute.
Mute. Yeah.
No, can you hear me? No, we can't hear you. What's going on? Oh, okay. The long and short of it, we had these developers, which was recommended to us. They're in Europe, but they can't. They just did not. They haven't delivered at all, and we invested literally all our money is involved in that. And you know, we did a launch in November, and Ultravision is a Black British online lifestyle channel. A bit of a mouthful, but that's what it is. Yeah, it's the best way to lifestyle. When everyone says, "What's a Black lifestyle channel?" Lifestyle, everything that involves your life. Yeah, so your health, your finance, community, travel, work, cuisine, everything.
A to Z.
Sorry?
A to Z.
A to Z. Yeah. As my mom would say, tut bagay, the whole thing. Yeah. So that's what we cover. And we initially wanted to start out as a weekend channel as well. So we would come on Friday or Saturday and show content for X amount of time on a Saturday and Sunday and whatever. And we did that. And I think when people actually got onto the app and saw what we were producing, it was the lifesaver for us because people saw real people. Do you understand? It wasn't just a case of you saw celebrities. You know, we had a mixture. We've got certain guest celebrities who were interviewing people, but we got hold of everyday people that are bringing out books. You know, people who are inventing new things, people who, you know, creating different things, bringing different things to the community. That's the platform we want. When people saw that, even though I said this thing was a load of rubbish, we got inundated. I got inundated. People was like, wow, this thing is amazing. And, oh, don't worry. You know, you're having the technical issues. You're going to have these technical issues. It was other people actually keeping me going because I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? Sorry to cut you. You know what I get? I kind of get that feeling of almost like you're a little bit defeated still. You know, I don't know you. So this is just from the outside bubble. I'm just going to speak the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. However, you know, a lot of people say the same thing to me. You need to just realize what you have. So you've come up against some crazy hurdles, crazy by the sound of it, just tip of the iceberg of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right now, you're trying to do something with it. Am I right?
Yes. So what we've decided is to go for crowdfunding, which is how you and I got in contact. So Alison and Tegan was having a conversation, and I was just like, she's like, yeah, what's happening with Ultra? I said, well, we're going to go back to what we were doing late last year because it's very difficult because our presenters are all around the country. And at one time, one was in tier 2, then one area is in tier 4. It was just, it was crazy. So like, what we're going to do, we're just going to lay low for a couple of months. We need a break. Everybody kind of needs to recuperate. But then at the same time, we can do an assessment of where we are, what we need to do. But we still hold Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. You came onto one. I know Jemmy was on this platform as well, but we hold Zoom meetings like that. We do coffee mornings. We do mental health. So we do a lot of other stuff. So I think
you have one this morning as well.
Yeah, we had a coffee morning with Benjamin Zephaniah. Yeah, that was really good. Really, really good. Very informative. Really cool, laid back guy, and just talks the talk, man. He's a really nice guy.
Listen, this is what I want to do because we're on a schedule here. We wouldn't normally be on a schedule, Neville, but you come in late.
You wanted me to come in late. You was on there with your cousin.
The uncomfy table. However, were you waiting for me? Were you waiting for me?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you said no, Neville can be late. So I was like, oh, all right. And then as soon as I got
no. Listen, this is what I want people to know, yeah. And it's not about me rushing you, but in one sense it is, because I want to hear your story, but behind the cameras and screens and all of that, because like I said, that's where we do the better work when nobody's watching. Do you know what I mean? But I want today to be like we're saying, we're talking about collaboration. We're asking for calls to action. We're trying to literally just spread brand awareness and knowledge. And I truly believe that you've done that. We've had a lot of people who are interested. I think there's a couple of connections here. When I say that I know Ivor, I don't know him directly, so please excuse me. I know him indirectly via my partner, JD. Don't know if you know JD or not. So I don't really know him, but indirectly. I truly believe that today what we need to do is we already have Black Business Recommendation who have said that they would like to interview Mr. Neville in the near future. So this is what we're doing here today. In collaborations, please, if any, reach out. I believe there are a few platforms on here today, a few businesses that can really be mutually beneficial. And again, it doesn't have to be monetary value. I said to you, Neville, that I don't like to talk the thing when it's not really my stuff, but I do believe that there's some people that you guys are really on the same page of. Same book, same page. So what I want to do is connect the dots. That's what we're here for today. And I also want people to know where they can help, where a call to action. So do you have a crowdfunding page?
We do indeed. We do
Yes.
indeed. So
That's what I'm talking about.
it literally went live yesterday. when
Yeah.
we have a chat, it's so funny how after we had our conversation, it still went a bit nuts. But yeah, so we've got a crowdfunding page.
Yeah.
So it's www.crowdfunder.co.uk. And it's /Ultravision TV, all one word, -app, APP.
-app?
Yeah, that's it.
What was the last bit?
No, it's -app. It's APP, app, not APP.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take this as well.
But as I said, in the meantime, we're still looking for presenters. We're still looking for people who have got, shows or got ideas. So we continue on to grow, and we're looking for people all around the country, not just about London. It's very important. We've got brothers and sisters and cousins all around the UK. So we want their stories and their stuff heard as well, and we want to make those connections.
Guys, listen, this is a call to action. I would like, if any of you guys are out there, and I know that we have a huge database, also pleat out to Rudy Liquid, Black Business Recommendations, please get in touch. Is this correct? Can you just correct me if that's not correct?
Ultravision TV. No, that's fine. That looks perfect.
Right. What I would love to do is also spread this internally and see if we can get some movement on this. Today is Black Pound Day, my fine people. If nothing else, please do call to action. Start this campaign off. I can see that Neville is passionate about what he does, and I know that everybody on this platform is just as passionate about something that they're doing and knows about the collaboration being key to our success. So this is a call out from Black Wall Street London, from BBR, and from Rudy Liquid. Please, let's start this campaign off. Let's collaborate. There's no competition. We're removing that and we're replacing it with collaboration. Today, again, is Black Pound Day. We are prompting Black Pound Day sales, Black Pound Day sign-ups, anything that we can do to help one another. If not on this day, when are we going to do it? And also, I would like to get in touch with you guys. And I'm only saying this because I've got Shane sitting in the green room. I would like to get in touch with you guys genuinely to sit down and talk and see what I've said to you, Neville, that we can do some just connecting, and then I'm going to step out. But I truly believe that I've got some people who would be not just interested in the crowdfunding part, but collaborating in some way that will be mutually beneficial. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Neville, I'm so sorry that we didn't get to talk.
No, that's all right. No problem. Listen, keep up the good work. You better drink a lot more coffee, though, because I don't know how you're doing it. 24 hours? Wow.
It's burning me right now. It's literally like, ooh, it's getting close. But Rudy and Black Business Recommendation, Hugh, they're coming on at 8 o'clock, and they're going to come and relieve me for a couple of hours. So we've got friends doing it this time. This is a three-way collaboration, 3 powerhouse entities uniting as one. That's our message today. So please, if you can jump on board, guys, I'm asking for a call to action for us not to just talk the talk and walk sideways, but let's walk straight today. So let's get this off the road. Black Pound Day, let's do it. Call to action. I'm going to actually invest as soon as I come off. Yeah,
much appreciated.
As soon as I get a chance, and kick it off. So guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry I have to boot you out.
That's all right. That's right. Can I just say quickly, if anybody wants to get hold of me, let me just keep directly, just email me at info at ultravisiontv.com. And if they want to contact me on the mobile, it's 07801.
Going straight to the mobile.
Yeah.
Love it.
07801 979 570.
570. Okay. That's straight out there. So I'm going to leave this up here for a little while. I'm also going to take it myself, and I'll do an internal email on the other side of the 24 hours. And everything that we've come across today, we'll be just bumping in internal email, so you have everybody's information and everybody has your information. So if there's any collabs to be made, it will be done internally. And I hope that you get some shouts out and get this campaign off of ground level. I actually believe in you guys 100%. I think it's a want. And you've just had some shitty luck, but that's what makes you stronger. That's what makes it all good in the end.
No, most definitely. So, but listen, thank you as well. Your platforms is you know, as I said, everybody's doing their bit, and it's important that we all connect in this way. And it's funny how connections are made. Do you understand? But if you wasn't there and I wasn't there, or we wasn't there, it couldn't be made. So it doesn't matter what your journey is. Keep on your journey. As Natasha says, I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm not defeated, but I am disappointed because, you know, as you know, when you're doing something that you really believe in and you get so far and put so much of your time, effort into it, you know, Errol and I didn't start this for money. Wasn't for everybody to, you know, this was started because we see a platform and a legacy that needs to be created for our people, and that's what the main thing. We know the money will come when it's success. It will come down the road. So you know, but we're here.
Just sorry to cut you. Just before we go, it's this feeling that is roped around crowdfunding. I've done it twice, as you know, and that initial feeling is that you feel like you're almost begging, and it's the opposite to that. Actually, I told you, it's about spreading brand awareness. So all of these people who will invest in you, you'll see them spread like wildfire, and these are the people who are really going to be there from ride or die from beginning. You know, so get rid of that feeling, and it's the best kind of money there is because it's free money. You're going in without being in the red. You know, so switch up, look at it in a different light. Love you guys, Kings. Thank you so much. The other side. Let me get some sleep, and then I'll get in touch with you guys.
No worries. Take care. Thank you, everybody. As I said, anybody, please just contact me. I'm here to talk with everybody and collaborate with everybody. All right.
Well, thank you, everyone. Big loves. Okay, my fine people. So that was Ultravision TV. That was Neville, Anthony, and Errol. Sorry, I didn't catch your last name, Errol. But listen, you can see the passion and then the disappointment. So let's just get rid of that disappointment and bring the passion back. Hopefully, call to action. Today is Black Pound Day. You know what we're doing. I don't need to keep going over it. We're more than halfway through our 24-hour live event. This is a true collaboration of efforts. 3 powerhouse entities uniting as one. I'm tired, but this next person I know is going to pick me up. I feel really bad that he's been waiting in the sidelines. However, Ultravision TV warranted it.